What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? Looper Norris here, back with another elevator music. Hope everyone's doing good. Today we have a new episode, elevator music, and I thought about doing a music video today. Joyner Broski. Yeah, so he's from Worcester, Massachusetts. He's been rapping for a minute now. He's been putting out a lot of big time songs, big time hits that are getting crazy numbers on YouTube. The internet played a huge part in Joyner Lucas's success and fame. He's one of the most famous rappers right now. If not, he's not the famous. He's not the most famous rapper, but he's definitely top 5. One of the most famous rappers. So you can almost put him in the same category as J. Cole and Drake and Kendrick Lamar, J.I.D., those guys. Because he carries a skill level that not a lot of rappers can really get to. And he's also heavy in the mainstream world, you know what I mean? He's a very popular rapper. He has a lot of success in the commercial world, not just the underground world. So you can definitely put his name in there with like J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar as one of the best rappers in the game right now. In terms of like the mainstream world. I won't say like one of the best like as we speak, but in terms of like all the rappers that are in the mainstream, putting up big numbers and like going on tours and like selling out shows, and you know what I mean, like out of like the big time rappers, he's definitely in the top 5. So I don't think a lot of people would argue against that. We got this one video for the song Broski. I think he dropped the video maybe like a couple of days ago, like 3 days ago, something like that. Just based off the song, I thought the song was pretty genius. He sort of did like one of those things that he does a lot in his music, where he would narrate the whole thing and sort of like make it like a kind of like a book almost, or like a novel, where like there's a narrator, he's the narrator, and there's different like roles, and he kind of like raps out the script for the different roles that he creates in the stories that he makes out of his songs when he's writing his music, which is like, it's genius. It's definitely genius. One of the coolest things I've ever seen any artist do in hip hop. So I give him a whole lot of respect to have the skill and the talent level to be able to like make songs like this. Kind of like Kendrick Lamar and like J. Cole, they sort of have the ability to do the same thing too, but there's like a unique way Joyner Lucas does it, where he's kind of like taking up the role of like each like character that he's like created in his stories, you know what I mean? He's able to switch on to like the one character that he creates, which is his best friend that he grows up with. And I'm not sure if it's like a real story that's actually going on in his life, or that's actually happened in his life in the past. Maybe he's maybe like celebrating like the amount of record sales that he sold in like a week or a month or something like that, and maybe like going gold or platinum for one of his songs or records. And him and his record label, they all have like a party. His family and friends, they all have like a congratulations type of party for it. And one of his best friends that he grew up with, maybe he invites him to the party and has him like say a speech. It could also be, well, no, I was gonna say it could be like a wedding or something like that, but like it doesn't seem like it in the music video. Like if you see for yourself, it really does seem like it's like a congratulations type of party, where he's like celebrating like a record sale type of thing, you know what I mean? Like maybe it's for some sort of achievement or award. Based off the video, like the way everything's set up, that's what it seems like. So basically they're all sitting down around like a dinner table, and Joyner Lucas, he's sitting on one end and his best friend is sitting on the other end, and basically his friend is giving a speech. Well, I mean, mid part of the video it happens, or like song video, whatever. First Joyner Lucas is rapping, and it's actually his own character that's speaking, so he's rapping his own part, basically just talking about like all the things that he's gone through to get to the point that he's at. Now he's rich, he's successful. He still needs to put the same effort in as he did when he didn't have anything, but doesn't really have to try as hard anymore, but like you sort of, you know what I mean, like he's still gonna go hard no matter what. All the people around him, they look like it's his friends and maybe like his associates under the label, and they're all just kind of like listening to him talk, kind of give his like mini speech, I guess, before his best friend gives his speech. And after Joyner Lucas does his part, his friend starts to talk, and in the beginning his friend starts to just congratulate him and tell him that he's happy for his friend, seeing his friend do well and get to the point that he's got to, understanding the struggle that he had to go through before getting to this very point where they're all sitting around a really fancy dinner table in a fancy dining room. There's like a chandelier and all of that. So he gives his like flowers to Joyner Lucas and just kind of like goes off on that for just like maybe like a minute or two. And it slowly, this is where I think Joyner Lucas is a genius and why I think this song is pretty incredible. From the beginning of the speech, he kind of like gives his flowers, and it's a whole lot of nice words and just talking about how like they grew up with each other and he's just really proud of them, watching them grow up. It slowly turns into like negative thoughts, and it starts to pull out like a dark side of his best friend. Not so much of a dark side, but it kind of like makes his friend tap into like an area in his like memory and mind and emotions that he doesn't really want to expose too much, especially at a time where he's like giving a speech at a congratulations type of party for Joyner Lucas. So he doesn't want to spoil the dinner party that they're sort of having in the video for whatever achievement Joyner Lucas gained. He kind of like taps into that sort of part of his like mind and like his feelings that he has towards his best friend that he grew up with. It's kind of like being jealous, I guess, in a way. Being jealous for all the stuff that he has and all the stuff that he achieved. And he kind of starts off those dark thoughts by asking him if he can, if Joyner Lucas can lend him money. I think it's in the beginning. I have to watch the video again. But anyways, I think he starts off by asking him if he can lend him a couple of $100,000, like just a large amount of money because he's in debt, and because they're supposed to be like best friends, and because of all the nice kind stuff that he says in the beginning, it's supposed to like sort of soften him a bit so that now he can ask a crazy question like this and expect him to just say yes just because they grew up with each other and they're best friends and all that. So it's sort of like that type of like stuff and those type of thoughts, and oh, you're supposed to be there for me and this, that, and we're supposed to grow up with each other, and I was supposed to be like up, you're up, you know what I mean? Like, you're this famous rapper, how about me? How about this, that, me, this, that? So he kind of goes into that sort of mindset and kind of just like dishes out his feelings, a lot of stuff that maybe he kept within himself that he didn't want to like tell his best friend. All these years watching them become a bigger star and make more and more money and become more famous, and he kind of just splurges off on that, you know what I mean? And then it slowly turns back to like congratulating him and like a lot of light stuff, and like he sort of like transitions it back into like saying good stuff as if he didn't say the bad stuff in the beginning. All that emotional stuff that he was holding in for all these years, he transitions into like saying good stuff and congratulates him back, goes back to like congratulating him and saying, oh, like, I'm happy for you, we're always going to be boys and this, that, and like thank you, and you know what I mean? He just goes back to saying what he was saying in the beginning. So it's kind of like a cool like song where like Joyner Lucas, he like writes this like segment where like he has his best friend say good things, he's happy for him, then tells him how he really feels, and then goes back to saying the good stuff. They hug it out, and then everybody at the dinner table, they go from like staring at each other and then kind of giving each other like weird looks, like this is awkward, like what's going on, to just like clapping and being happy, and then, you know, kind of like sharing the same feeling that the best friend feels at the end of his speech when he's like being all happy and stuff. So that's basically the music video. And then at the very end, his face, the friend, the best friend, turns to the camera where it's just all it's showing his face, and his friend has like a facial expression, kind of like saying like, yeah, I said what I just said, but truthfully, deep down inside, all that negative stuff that I said, that's how I really feel. He kind of gives that face, doesn't say it, but his face reads that. So that's basically the music video. Genius music video, very genius music video. I can see why it has millions and millions of views right off the jump. You know what I mean? He released the video like 2 days ago, and it's already at like, I don't even know where it's at now. It could be at like 3 million now, but it's understandable, and I'm happy to see music videos and songs like this blowing up in a day and age where like really bad music sort of dominates in a way, at least in the hip hop world. But it's slowly changing, I guess, especially with songs and videos like this. But I don't know. It's a great video, great song. I'm a big fan of Joyner Lucas, so I'm not too surprised that I like this song and video. You know what I mean? It's not one of those artists that I'll review and it's kind of like a hit or miss. Joyner Lucas is usually on point with his music. No matter no matter when he drops, whatever he drops, it's usually really good. So the same feeling over this song here. I think he did a really good job. I think he was spot on what he was trying to do with this song. He's incredibly talented when he does songs like this where he's kind of like narrating a story. So mad respect to Joyner Lucas. Another music video review, we'll have the video in the description window down below for you guys to listen and watch if you haven't seen it already. I'm assuming you have already, just because Joyner Lucas is such a big rap star, you know what I mean? Like I'm expecting everybody to see it already, but if you have it, I'll have that link down below. Before I end the video, I just want to quickly say that I am dropping a music video not a music video, sorry. Well, I am, but I meant to say I'm dropping a album very soon. This is a 10-track album, The End of Fundaes. I have the artwork cover, the album cover already released, and the track listed in the description window. So if you haven't seen that already, I think on my YouTube page, I think like the community part, you should be able to see it. If you haven't added me on TikTok or Instagram, I have the cover and the track listed posted on both of those, you know what I mean, social apps, you know what I mean, that I have my stuff on. So if you haven't added me on those apps already, definitely do, because I'm constantly posting on both of them, and it's a good way to like see when a song's coming up, or because whenever I release a new song or video or anything, I announce it through those apps. So it's a good way to find out whenever I'm releasing a new song, if it's whenever it's coming up or whatever. So, and I have a brand new song coming out too, a brand new single that's coming out before the music video. So the single Tailgate, that's dropping on the 4th of July, and on the 14th, that's when the album's gonna drop. So brand new song on the 4th, give you guys a song to listen to up until the album is available. Yeah, that's all I gotta say for this video. Another elevator music. Like the video if you can. It will help me a whole lot. I really do appreciate it. All of you who do like my music videos, or just videos in general, I really appreciate you. It's helping me a whole lot. That's it for this one. I'm Norris, and yeah, that's all I gotta say. I'm out of here. Peace.